Yo, hello. Alright, it's been a minute since I've made anything on YouTube. I need to remember to look at the camera. I keep looking down because I got the little one, the recording coming up there. But yeah, it's been a while since I made on YouTube. I don't know why. I kind of just like, I don't know, sort of seeped it. Sort of was like, nah, I don't want to do this. But it's actually pretty easy to do. And I guess the whole long form sort of video thing is like a different vibe to short, because I've been really focusing on the short for a while, and it's kind of fun. But I sort of wanted to get more into something like this. Actually, I might lower that. That's really blinding. There we go. That's all right. But yeah, no, life's interesting. That's the other thing. Whenever I do long form, I always reflect more because I'm sort of just sitting there chatting. And so I just talk about what I've been going through and all that. Whereas it's like in the shorter form, I kind of feel like that's more like how I want to reach that part of people that like has hope and keeps going. I really like that. I really connect with that sort of way of thinking. It's like, because that's what's helped me through everything I've ever gone through. It's like, how do I put it? Like, it's like there'll be like real dark moments, like super dark moments. But it's like if you let that fully consume you, then that's good for nobody. It's not good for yourself. It's not good for others. But it's like if you can latch onto just that little spark of hope, it's like obviously you got to acknowledge what you're going through and you got to learn from it because there is lessons in it and you can't hide from it. But that spark of hope can like guide you through and carry you through it. It's like, and I believe everyone has that in them, but I think it's sort of forgotten about. Like people kind of don't realize but it's like, I know from myself, because it's like, I know what it feels like to get into very catastrophic states of mind where it seems like there's no hope, but it's like, there always is. There's always even just 0.001%. And that 0.001% is a lot more powerful than people think. So yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do with those shorter form ones, is just talk to that 1% within people. Or if it's 100%, talking to all of that within people, like, it's like, I'm sure I don't want it just to be my videos just to be for like people who are really going through it, like I want it to be able to help them, but I also want it to be able to like further motivate people who are consumed by the hope, because, you can always get more and you can always keep going. But yeah, it's been an interesting journey doing that. Like, it's like, I noticed that I've been doing videos for like the past, I don't know, 5-6 years on and off, like always about the same sort of thing as well, generally. Like I've never really enjoyed just talking about random stuff that much. Like I do a little bit, but I really like the way I like making it is sort of like the way I'd make music. It's like I make music to put a feeling into like a digital form, It's like I feel something, so I make music to translate that into something that other people can feel, and then getting other people, because I'm people oriented, in a way. I'm also kind of an introvert, but I'm people oriented in the sense of like, I want to get people to feel those things, because it's like I know the power of good art, and I know the power of a good video or a good speech because I've experienced it. I've been firsthand for a lot of my life influenced and impacted by powerful art pieces, and that's my goal, to be able to create things that have that same impact on other people. It's like, I don't want to keep all these feelings in here. Oh, the cat's coming in. He always comes in when I record videos. Like, he likes to be a part of whatever's going on. Oh, and he's left. He just checked it out. Where was I? Yeah, making people feel those things that I feel and just transmitting that, because I don't want to keep them all within myself, because it just feels wrong. It's like I feel called to translate them. So yeah, that's why I like the short form basically. How far are we? 5 minutes. That's not too bad. Oh my goodness. It's nearly a gigabyte already. That's the problem with recording these videos. It's like, I don't know how to do it so it doesn't take up quite as much space. And that was why I stopped last time, because it's like I just didn't have the space on my computer for it. So I try to put them into iCloud Drive, but then that kind of messes up as well, because it doesn't always save them properly, and it kind of takes, I try to access the video, but it's already put it up in the cloud, so I have to re-download it, and it's like a gigabyte, and because my Wi-Fi isn't too good, it's like takes ages for me to get the video back, but that's just a little hurdle. It's not that much of a problem. It doesn't stop me per se, but it would be nice if these videos weren't a gigabyte. Surely they don't have to be a gigabyte, because it's 6 minutes and it's already half a gigabyte. So I don't know about those people who record like hour-long videos on YouTube, you know, like if that, I don't know, is like 10 gigabytes or whatever. Like, who knows? But that's like a lot, you know? But no, back to life. Life's an interesting one. It's like my big battle has always, like forever, as long as I can remember, has always been like getting plunged. And it almost feels like that's what my learning is, and my lesson, and my calling is. It's like getting plunged into states of mind that feel, because I don't want to have any sort of a victim complex ever. I don't like that thinking, and I think it just stops you from going towards your dreams and whatever you want and living the best life possible, because you just keep yourself there. But it's like, yeah, getting plunged into states of mind that feel like there's no way out, that feels like there's no hope, that feel completely catastrophic, and then figuring out how to get out of that every single time, on my own accord, you know. And it's sometimes harder than others, because that's the whole thing. It's like each time you're there, or each time I'm there, and maybe this is the case for other people as well, it literally feels like there's no way out. It's like, oh, we've done it this time, or oh, yep, this is permanent, oh, yep, this is the real reality, not the everything else was fake, you know, the happiness or whatever was fake. But it's like, that's not the case, bro. You know, there's always a way out. And I know that because I've pulled myself out of it. I learned to pull myself out of it. When I was younger, I didn't know how to, and I just believed it. And I was like, oh, that's me. You know, this is screwed. Life is cooked. But it's like every single time that I've pulled myself out of it, it gets a little bit more like, yeah, it's just a state of mind. But I think the world needs that, bro. The world needs people feeling that spark of hope so they can move forward. You know, it's like, and if people could do that, I think it would get people out of hugely dire circumstances, you know? Like it's the thing that keeps you going. It's like even 1% of magic outweighs 99% of horror. I don't know how, but it does. And I've seen that time and time again just within myself. You know, 1% of magic has always won. Always, every single time. And it always outweighs it in an uncomparable way. It's like, because magic is magic, you know? Not literally magic. I more mean magic is like, I more mean it like, when I say magic, I kind of use that word not correctly, probably to what its dictionary definition is. I almost mean it as a vibe. Like magic is like that spark of hope, you know? So that spark of hope is the most powerful thing that I've ever been able to comprehend. And I think life just tests to see whether one can still keep that in their mind no matter what is happening to them. Because that is the thing that will always pull you through, no matter what's happening. You know, it's like, imagine there was something horrible going, I don't know, like you're in the worst possible situation. Not to downplay it, and I'm not. It's like, just as an example, like some horrible situation. The last thing you have is your spark of hope. That is the one thing you can never lose. Even if it's 0.001%. That is the only thing that no matter what, you can still have. And that will say, if one is able to save themselves from something, it's through that spark. It's because they believed in it, and it allowed them to figure out what to do next and to keep working towards the light at the end of the tunnel, no matter what. Because what else are you going to do? If you don't, you just get consumed by it. And it's like, there's a bad situation, but you don't want to make it worse than it has to be, And I believe the spark of hope will always make any terrible situation 1% better. And that's not a lot, but it's something. And it's better than it getting worse, Anyway, I just thought I'd jump on and just talk about. I didn't really have any plan for what I'd talk about, but it felt pretty fitting. Have a good one. Talk to you again soon.